As the candidates make their final push for votes, some of the biggest state races were taking center stage tonight with a night of debates. The main show featuring a face-off between incumbent Attorney General Keith Ellison and Republican challenger Jim Schultz.
The race is polling extremely close right now going into Election Day. Courtney Godfrey joining us now from our newsroom. So Courtney, a fiery debate between these two candidates.
Yeah, Kelsey, incumbent Keith Ellison was painting his challenger as a Wall Street lawyer fearmonger who has never entered a courtroom, while his opponent Jim Schultz repeatedly called Ellison dishonest and weak on crime.
You've never tried a case, you've never worked in the legislative arena, you've never managed a large organization, you simply are unfit for this role.
In a race that polls have tied only 2 weeks from the election.
We need an attorney general that has basic competence and an attorney general who doesn't spend each day lying more to the people of Minnesota.
Things got heated quickly and never cooled off. The issue of policing and Keith Ellison's support of a Minneapolis charter amendment that would have restructured public safety in the city coming up time and again.
We do need reform. The reality is we need reform because we need to build trust.
You can, you talk all about all this various reform without telling the truth that he got behind defunding the police. That is reckless, it's wrong.
The largest COVID fraud case in the nation, the Feeding Our Future scheme, also taking center stage.
He sat on his hands during the greatest fraud in Minnesota's history. Sat on his hands, and today he says it's a success.
That is who issued the indictments, the federal authorities. They issued 50 indictments. We alerted the authorities as soon as the massive discrepancies were being revealed.
The candidates also taking on racial disparities in the criminal justice system, as Keith Ellison reminded the audience that he led the team who got a guilty verdict in the Derek Chauvin case.
When the eyes of the world were focused on Minnesota, Minnesota turned to me to prosecute the case involving George Floyd's murder. And I came through.
You sat in the back of the courtroom, and you took some notes, and you opened the door from time to time.
On the issue of abortion, Ellison says he will stand up for a woman's right to choose, while Schultz says he wouldn't leverage the office of the Attorney General for abortion policy, although his record is pro-life. In the newsroom, Courtney Godfrey, Fox 9.
All right, thank you, Courtney. Also facing off tonight, Secretary of State Steve Simon and his Republican challenger Kim Crockett. The rivals argued over several topics, including election security.
Since 2020, remember we had 3.3 million voters in Minnesota in 2020, number one in the country. Since 2020, there have been exactly 17 cases of confirmed misconduct of any kind across different areas of our election system. Now that's 17 too many. I want it to be zero, and everyone watching tonight wants it to be zero. But to put that in perspective, that is a microscopic number.
He says there's only been 17 cases. Do you believe that's all there have been?
It's sort of like, Saturday night, how many DWIs are handed out versus the number of people actually driving under the influence on our highways. So when our county attorneys are not looking for that fraud, or when they find it, they don't prosecute it, that's why we end up with small numbers.
Secretary of State Steve Simon is seeking a third term, while Republican nominee Kim Crockett is drawing a lot of outside campaign support from national donors.
There was not a gubernatorial debate tonight. Governor Tim Walz declined to participate. Only Republican candidate Scott Jensen appeared at St. Paul College. He received 30 minutes at the end of the night to lay out his plan. Walz and Jensen will have their third and final debate this week. NPR News will host the rivals Friday, October 28th at noon.